Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
It's, I don't know what day of the week.
It's
Wednesday?
May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, right. Which is why
There's a lot of Star Wars
J.J.
stuff.
Abrams
Did Ham for Ham.
did Ham for Ham today with Lynn.
It all comes back to Hamilton
Okay.
always.
Well, we have a lot to talk
everyone.
about. But we have a special guest.
Michael Longoria.
Longoria.
Who has a beautiful new album.
I know, he sings like so many, like all my favorite
There's
Broadway
an 11
songs.
o'clock number. He's singing it. It's 11 o'clock on this record.
So we're going to get to him, but first we're going to talk about the news. So Beth and I had a super busy day. You may have seen our Facebook Live. We did a super random video this morning.
What do you
Remember?
mean by random?
It was super
random.
random.
The Facebook Live.
It was really random. I showed everybody like the toilet and everything in our suite where we were doing interviews at the Tony reception where we interviewed all the nominees. Beth actually did the interviews.
Yes.
I was a wrangler, meaning I was chasing people down hallways and.
You make it sound so much more
At one
exciting.
point, I literally had to grab Jane Krakowski by the arm and just say, "You're mine. Follow me.
Wow.
Follow me." And she did, and I like that about her.
She did. Well, you go way back.
But yeah, who was like the most exciting person you got to talk to today?
Everybody. Jessica Lange, Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, Jessica Lange.
Lynn Miranda.
Yeah.
Everybody. They were all so nice.
We talked to a lot of people.
And cool, Laura Benanti, everybody.
Yeah.
Just everyone.
It was great.
It was amazing.
So you're gonna see those videos soon. We're gonna
We got a lot going on. We asked them some ridiculous questions.
So let's talk about some news, should we?
Okay.
So first of all, this happened after Live at Five yesterday. Disaster is closing.
Disaster.
So Disaster only got you saw Jennifer Samard today.
Yes.
She was nominated, our former vlogger. Mm-hmm. Help! That was her vlog. I just like saying it. And Disaster's closing Sunday. It's a quick close.
Yeah.
So
one nomination.
Yeah, hopefully there might. I heard rumors might be a cast album. I don't know.
So
there's rumors out there, so it's a great cast. It'd be great to have that preserved. So if anyone wants to check that out, I mean, when's the next time we're gonna have a show like that on Broadway? I mean, talk about. You know what I mean?
That was some fun stuff. That was some campy.
So campy. Yeah. So anyway, that's at the Nederlander, and that's through Sunday, and then Rob McClure.
Right,
huge news this morning for Rob McClure.
Rob McClure is replacing Brian Darcy James in Something Rotten, starting the first week of June.
Yeah, so Brian's last performance is on my birthday.
Are you going to go? Is that how you're going to
AKA May 29th. I thought about it, and I thought maybe that's perfect. I do love that show. So he's playing the bottom. Nigel.
He's playing Nick.
Nick. I get the bottoms mixed up.
Nigel's John Carry-On.
So we haven't heard anything about Christian. I guess, well, okay. So Christian's... I don't know.
Everyone else is staying in
There's rumors Christian Borle might be leaving soon, but I don't know.
Well, we know he's leaving in the fall.
Maybe that's later. I don't know. But for now, that's Brian's out, and then Rob McClure's in.
It's fine.
And I'm super excited to see it, actually.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
He's such a great comedian.
Aaron Tveit's movie Undrafted, which he actually filmed a few years ago. It's a baseball movie. It's coming out. Yeah, remember he did that baseball movie? I think Chase Crawford's in it. That has a release date, everybody, so calm down. You can actually see that this summer. Matt Morrison is doing a New York Pops concert at Forest Hills, right? Queens, Forest Hills, July 7th. And I also want to talk about the results of our snub poll because, the Tony nominations came out. I don't know if you heard. But there were some snubs.
Yeah,
is snub a weird word?
How about omissions?
Omissions. I mean, everyone can't. There can't be a slot for everybody. So the unslotted. So we did a poll, and the number one snub was Tuck Everlasting, just in general. Yeah, Jennifer just said Tuck. She knows. Help.
You're yelling a lot today.
Sorry, it's the exclamation points.
I'm like jumping.
You have to do exclamation. You have to give exclamation points.
Tuck Everlasting was the one that our readers.
And then number two was Audrey McDonald.
McDonald for Shuffle Along.
I'm seeing Shuffle Along tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I saw Savion Glover and George Wolfe today, and I was just so excited. Anyway, and American Psycho number 3.
Yeah.
I agree, people.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's it. Anything else you want? Do you want to get me out of here and get the guy in the nice jacket with the amazing hair? Somebody may have better hair than me. I'm live at 5. Let's do it. Michael Longoria, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I love the applause. How's it going, everybody?
Hey.
I brought you my album, Broadway Brick by Brick.
Guys, Broadway Brick by Brick is a glare. Can you see it?
It glares.
Look at the hair here. Can we just compare hair?
Okay, is it the same?
It's really very well styled.
Yeah, thank you.
Still doing the blonde.
Yeah, it's my look this season.
Okay, Michael. let's talk about. Let me just
Yes.
let's just read some of these
Okay.
song titles.
So-
these are like this is. How did you even choose what you were going to sing?
You know what's funny? It started in the summer. I started working with John McDaniel, who
John McDaniel.
arranged this entire
John
album.
McD.
Yeah, and in July, I just needed something to express my heart and my soul, and I just felt like I've been performing with the Midtown Men for about 7 years.
Oh wait, Midtown Men. Do you guys all know who the Midtown Men are? Because they're the original people.
Yeah, from Jersey Boys. Yeah.
The Boys.
And we've been touring with. I'm like holding it like the whole time. We've been touring with the songs of the '60s for the past 7 years, and my whole heart and journey to New York was for Broadway, right? So I was kind of missing that part of my heart. 60s music is beautiful, obviously, and we have so much fun on the road.
Oh yeah.
And we have a show at BB King's in May actually, so you should come check us
cool.
out. But my Broadway part of my soul was kind of missing something, so I got together with John McDaniel, and we just started throwing songs that I grew up with loving, the songs that kind of made this little boy dream of Broadway.
Okay, but wait. Good. I got it. But
She got it.
I got it. But the songs on this album, what's amazing. All right, let me just read you.
Go ahead.
Home, Maria, The Sound of Music, Music in the Mirror. I mean, these were the hits, right? The Impossible Dream, Corner of the Sky. I mean, come on. Okay, I'll just stop there. Being Alive, Over the Rainbow. Okay. How is it that your voice can do all of these songs that were sung by all of these different people in different ranges?
You want to know?
Is that the John McDaniel magic?
No, yeah. Well, yes, obviously, as soon as it modulates, that was John McDaniel telling me, go higher, harder. What I realized as I was forming the album, all the songs kind of brought me back to home, like my childhood, and I grew up singing mariachi music.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was a mariachi
There's some
singer.
cute footage of you when you were
I know.
little.
I'm like, does this sombrero make me fat?
How old were you when you first stepped on stage?
I started singing when I was 3, my mom says, before I was really formulating sentences, because she was a singer, so I would just emulate what she did.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was 7, I made my public debut, and it was funny because I was singing mariachi music, songs, we call them canciones rancheras, they're Mexican folk songs. And that's kind of what this whole album is about, like finding that child again, and kind of like what made this child mariachi singer discover Broadway, and that's what this whole journey is. It started with Maria. Home is me getting back to myself, right? And Maria is that child who discovered. I discovered
That's like
West
the
Side
open
Story.
door.
Yeah, it opened the door to the world of me seeing myself on that stage, and the yearning for wow, I could see myself in that world.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up in Pomona, California.
So what was the first Broadway show you saw?
Okay, so I got
That was much later, right?
way later. I got accepted into the NYU Tisch School of the Arts Summer Musical Theater
I already
program.
knew that.
Well, yeah, you did, yeah.
Because I interviewed you a long
Yes!
time ago when you made your Broadway debut.
Yes. Oh, that's right, exactly. So during that time, the show was Candide. And I remember being like, oh my God, these set pieces that were moving on their own. I was used to the High School for the Arts where I was training. People, all of us were moving the set pieces, and we were doing the curtains.
No automation, right?
Yeah, and it was just, and I think in that specific show they had somebody on a magic carpet, and I was like, oh my gosh, the magic that money could buy, I guess, and creativity on a professional level. It was a whole new world, and I was just thinking, wow. To make it up on that stage one day would be a dream come true.
All right, let's talk about your Broadway debut.
Yes, Hairspray. Okay, so I got cast as as a swing. I was the first male replacement, and my first day of rehearsal was the day after they won the Tony Award for Best New Musical. So
The energy level was high.
very high. In fact, the first show that I saw, Marissa and Harvey both in the middle of the scene pulled out their Tony Award, in the middle of the scene, and the audience went crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be in the show. So the dance captain had me following it's a show about racial segregation in the 1960s, and I was playing both white and black characters. I had very curly hair at the time, so
You are the bridge.
I was the bridge, So, but the dance captain had me following 2 white actors that had a tendency of calling out sick when they broke a nail. So, I was.
Name names.
We won't name names, but I was ready to go on for these 2 guys. And of course, my first day on the job, the black actor playing Dwayne got sick.
Oops.
So I was the only person that could go on, so stage management threw me on anyway. There I was,
This
my
is like
Broadway
the nightmare I
debut.
have.
It really is. And my Broadway debut, Full House in a Tony Award-winning musical, not a clue what comes next. Dodging set pieces. And I remember one of the guys in the cast nudged me and said, "Dance with Judine! Dance with Judine!" And I remember thinking,
Which one's Judine? Where's Judine? Judine?
Trust me, Judine found me.
I'm sure she did. I
She's
know
like,
who Judine is.
"Come here." Yeah, Judine is like the most like professional, like awesome, Broadway choreographer. She's done like so many shows, and she was a pro. She actually led me in the dance where I was supposed to lead her. So it was terrifying, but after that experience, I was like, "There's nothing that can happen now that's gonna really creep me out or scare me."
And you originated Joey Pesci.
Yeah.
You also played Frankie Valli. Everyone knows that because you got the voice.
Oh,
but you
thanks.
played Joey Pesci in the original cast of Jersey Boys.
Yeah.
Did you meet Joe Pesci?
I met Joe Pesci he came
Was
for
that
one of the
terrifying?
previews.
What was more terrifying, making your Broadway debut without knowing the steps, or meeting Joe Pesci?
Well,
they
Joe
seem similar.
Pesci came with he had a crew, so I wasn't sure if, what they had in there, I was like,
entourage.
let me be nice and let me be cool with this guy. Joe Pesci was so nice to me, though, and he saw me at a preview for the show. I remember there was a little bit of tension because I guess he wasn't happy with his portrayal in the first workshop because he wanted, I don't know why, he didn't really say why, but they told me, like, just so you know, he's out there and, this scene may get cut. This scene may get cut if he doesn't like it. And I was like, oh, great. So I ended up doing it, and he
was fine.
He was great, and he pinched my cheek, and he said, it's great to
he's a
curse
great
on
character.
stage. He told me. I was like, yeah, sure.
He pinched your cheek, really?
He really did. He's like, it's good to say. Well, he said it's good to say the F word on
say
stage, right? Oh, I can? Is this okay? Yeah.
It's Facebook. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
F word is Facebook.
Yeah. So and then when Frankie Valli saw me play him, which they didn't tell me he was going to be there.
He always seemed to me that he was very generous with the Frankies.
He really was, and he was very, very generous. He invited me up on stage. This is just my luck, but another terror story was when I played Frankie Valli. Frankie was in town, and he was playing Lincoln Center, jazz at Lincoln Center, and he invited me last night. It was when the Broadway strike happened, so it was right before I took over full time as Frankie. So I had some time off, and anyway, I was watching him. I was like, "Oh, I'm about to play this guy full time. I can't believe I'm here." And then at the end of the show, he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have someone special out there in the audience, and I'm gonna bring him up on stage, Michael Longoria."
Oh.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So I get up there on stage. I think he's just gonna say, "Oh, this guy's gonna play me," but the music started, and the song is "Let's Hang On." And in the show Jersey Boys, we sing the first verse, the first chorus of this song,
And not the rest.
and we move on. And that's what I knew. And of course, Frankie, it's his song, so he starts singing it. I'm like, I know what's coming. I'm like, oh my God, there's another verse. What is it? I've heard it, but I didn't learn it. And of course, he goes, "Michael!" And I go, "Frankie!" And we just kind of like went back and forth. And I think I repeated the first verse, which was kind of like, oh my
That's
God,
okay.
my one opportunity. But he actually was funny about it. He loved it.
He's cool.
Yeah, he was really cool.
And so Joe Pesci pinched your cheek,
Yep,
and you had to get up on stage without rehearsing with Frankie Valli.
yep, and didn't know the words.
So
That's my luck.
really nothing scares you now.
Well, now, I still get nervous, but yeah, there's nothing that can go wrong that hasn't gone wrong already.
It's amazing.
And that's
It's
just
amazing
theater,
stories.
right?
Okay, which song on the CD is your favorite? Was your favorite to perform, or is your favorite to perform live? Because you've done a few concerts,
I just did my debut concerts at Joe's Pub.
I
Oh,
heard that.
so awesome. This is such an emotional journey because it really is. It's not only my story as a young kid, learning a new language, which is
This
musical
is like your little
theater.
Broadway Valentine.
Yeah, it really is. It's like it's my life story, really. And I can't take my eyes off you to represent my time in Jersey Boys. As If We Never Say Goodbye from Sunset Boulevard is my representation of Hairspray, because the lyrics, when I heard the lyrics, I was like, I really could relate to somebody training their whole life to be on a Broadway show. And for the first time, I walk on that stage. And those lyrics, I don't know why I'm frightened. I know my way around here. I've been training my whole life for it, but I was still so terrified. And that's the song that I love so much on this album because it's unexpected. You don't expect me to sing this song. And, Betty Buckley was the first person I heard sing it. And so to be able to have that song represent that moment where I finally got to that place that I've been dreaming of, that was my most favorite song.
You guys, Broadway, Brick by Brick. Go get it. When is it available? Where do we
Cinco
get it?
de Mayo
Of
tomorrow.
course. Of course.
Yes. Or a Broadway. If you want to order it right now, you can get it on BroadwayRecords.com.
Broadway Records. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having me. Oh, it's so fun to talk
This
to
is
you.
great stuff, guys. Go get it.
Hear me belt.
Hear Hear him belt.
And riff. I riff all over Broadway.
Riffing and belting. Bye. See you guys
Bye.
tomorrow.